fight like a roaring fight, crypto and dreams under stadium lights, sweat and fire, hearts ignite. Evening sports buffet, we'll let the Ginch replay. Highlights, wild scores collide, it's the riot live tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Thursday. We're ready for the weekend. Welcome to another edition of Early Evening Sports Talk with the Ginch. I am Sid Ginch, Ryan Nick, host here on the Cole County Entertainment Network. Everything's back in full swing, NBA, NHL. Golf this weekend. NASCAR on Sunday. Thanks to the Ginch Quartet there. But welcome to another edition. I saw the weather report 2 weeks from now. It's outstanding. 60s, possibly even a 70 in there somewhere. That's good golf practice and weather right there. That's when I bust up my clubs and go practice my bad habits. I'm a military golfer. It's left, right, left, right. That's what I do. I military golf. But welcome. Let's just hop to it, shall we? News and notes from around the world in sports. I found this kind of funny. And not funny for some teams, I guess. NFL Players Association annual report cards for the teams. For the third consecutive year, this is reported by Kalen Kaler. Espin. For the third consecutive year, the Miami Dolphins ranked first overall in the NFL Players Association annual report cards. The Minnesota Vikings finished second overall, followed by the Washington Commanders. Pittsburgh Steelers finished in last place for the first time in the 4-year history of the Union Survey. Last year, the Steelers were 28th. The Cardinals finished 31st, by the way. And the Cleveland Browns finished 30th. The Steelers received low grades in several categories, according to the results obtained by ESPN. Steelers owner Art Rooney ranks last in the league for willingness to invest in facilities, a trend reflected in the Steelers' poor facility ratings across the board. In a new category added this year, the Steelers had the lowest rated home field in the league by a wide margin. I'm just going to read this here. Players cite inadequate maintenance and excessive wear from hosting local college and high school games. Players across the league note the poor condition of the field and emphasize the need for investment to bring it up to standard. Steelers locker room is graded F. Wonder how my buddies over there at Steel City Renegades feel about this. If they're out there, pop on. Players reported that the facility only has 5 bathroom stalls for the whole team. I'm just going to keep reading. Per the survey, players report that the Steelers training room lacks updated recovery technology and modalities. Pittsburgh strength coaches ranked last in the NFL, though the training staff ranked first. So there you have it. It's quite humorous. It's funny. See what the Steelers do. I don't think Art Rooney will do anything, to be honest with you. Brady Kachuk, he is miffed over the White House AI doctored video that was put out. Reported by Greg Wyshynski, ESPN. Kachuk said he didn't appreciate the AI doctored video released by the White House that made it appear that he was disparaging Canadians. I'll just read this here. The video published Sunday by the White House's official TikTok account, it's out there, featured doctored footage from a Kachuk Brothers news conference at the Four Nations Face-Off last February. While Freebird, the goal song for Team USA, played in the background of the video, Brady Kachuk was made to say, "They booed our national anthem, so I had to come out and teach those maple syrup eating F's a lesson." It has 11.1 million views, by the way. Chuck said, "Well, it's clearly fake because it's not my voice, not my lips moving. I'm not in control of any of those accounts. I know that those words would never come out of my mouth, so I can't do anything about it." Asked if he enjoyed the video, he said, "It's not my voice. It's not what I was saying. I would never say that. That's not who I am. So I guess I don't like that video because that would never come out of my mouth." And never had that thought. It's amazing what people will do. It started off with memes, and it's just rolled over into this kind of shit, which would annoy me as well. Just stupid shit. Chris Bosch says he's lucky to be alive after a health scare. Reported by Anthony Garib Espen. Said he had a recent health scare. He said that resulted in him waking up covered in my own blood. He said it was crazy. It was fast. It was instant. There was no warning. I didn't have any time to prepare for it. I was ready. I was getting ready to go on a date with my wife, and the next thing you know, I was on the ground. See, he has no recollection or memory of what happened, and that it was just darkness. It kind of like shook him really bad. No matter what it is, make sure you don't wait. That's the thing that I got from this. Don't wait to take action because it could come fast, it could come quick. And I'm lucky to be alive, and I feel great about that. And now I'm thinking about how I live my day to day life. That's really it. But don't wait. I could not agree more. So scary for him, especially with the blood clot issue. I've had blood clot issues. The first time I had blood clots, I had what happened? I had hiatal hernia surgery. Of course, they make you wear the compression socks and stuff like that. Never had blood clots before. And 2 weeks after the surgery, I got up in the middle of the night and I had this pain in the center of my shoulder blades. And I was kind of sweating. And I was like, well, this isn't cool. This kind of sucks. Went to the ER and they found like uh, two little teeny itty bitty clots on my right side. Pumped me full of heparin, sent me on my way. That was that. SGA has been cleared to return for the Thunder, according to Tim McMahon. He's missed the past 9 games because of an abdominal strain. Those hurt. So he's back, looks like. Uh, what are we looking at here? Reported by Rich Cimini, who covers the Jets for ESPN. Jets trade Jermaine Johnson to Titans for Tavondre Sweat. It was a very, you don't see many player to player trades. So the Jets said send passing rusher Jermaine Johnson to Tennessee for defensive tackle Tavondre Sweat. That's according to ESPN's Adam Schefter. Okay. I don't know what it does for either team, but congratulations to the both of them. I saw this earlier today. The Indianapolis Colts have granted quarterback Anthony Richardson the okay to seek a trade. I said when he came out of college, he wasn't ready. He should have stayed in at least another year, if not 2 more years. And it's just been on the downslide ever since he's come into the league. So we'll see. We'll see where he winds up. Don't know. He's going to be a backup. He's not going to start unless he beats somebody out. I found this kind of laughable and humorous, reported by the Associated Press. The NCAAI's big penalties for violations of football transfer window. Just another thing in the bullshit bubble of the NCAA and the transfer portal and NIL. I'll just read this here by the Associated Press. The NCAA Football Oversight Committee is recommending emergency legislation to protect the transfer portal window by issuing penalties for schools and coaches who circumvent the rules. The committee on Wednesday proposed the legislation to penalize schools who add players who did not make public their interest in transferring during the January transfer portal window. The proposed legislation would become effective immediately if approved at the Division I cabinet meeting in April. Among the proposed penalties are this: the head coach who accepts a transfer who did not properly enter the January portal would be prohibited from all recruiting, on-field coaching, and team meetings for 6 games. The school accepting the transfer would be fined 20% of its football budget. Also, the school would lose 5 roster spots for the following season, even if it no longer employs the coach who accepted the transfer. So, some sort of regulation. See how that goes. I'm not really saying it's going to go anywhere, but we'll keep an eye on it. Over there in Corvallis, Oregon, Oregon State says that Wayne Tinkle, Oregon State basketball coach, he will not return next season. He's been asked by the school to finish the season and is expected to make a decision on that soon. Athletic Director Scott Bartz told ESPN. In 12 seasons there, he was 176 and 204. Again, Oregon State, Corvallis, it's hard to win in any sport up there with all the transition and the fluctuations and stuff. They've been through, 2-3 head coaches for football. It's just tough times in Corvallis. They're not part of that, the disbanded, what the Pac-12 was before, Pac-14, whatever the fuck they call it. I think things are going to be on the horizon for Oregon State a little on down the line when they get the new conference all set, going, and kicking. NHL, I found ESPN Greg Wyshynski. He has the NHL trade deadline ranking tiers, which players could move on. Shocking possibilities tier here. He has Sergei Bobrovsky, goalie for the Panthers, possibly being traded. I wouldn't see why they would do that. Jordan Kyrou for the Blues. The Blues right now not looking great. Elias Pettersson for the Canucks center. Moving on. Canucks having a bad year. Morgan Riley, I have a feeling that the Maple Leafs are going to blow this up. I think they're going to start unloading people, get what they can, rebuild, try again. We'll see. Robert Thomas, center for the Blues. Again, the Blues might blow it up. And the Sabres, Alec Tuck, right wing. The elite pending free agent tier. Jordan Eberle, the winger for the Kraken. Although the Kraken are doing well. Patrick Lane for the Canadiens. Canadians just sort of hanging around. Evander Kane for the Canucks. Again, the Canucks, their season is shit. Nick Schmaltz for the Mammoth. See what the Mammoth might be able to get for him. Shop him around. Jaden Schwartz, the Kraken. I don't know if the Kraken are going to try and go younger. I don't know. And then he goes all along down the line. So uh, there are some teams in the NHL. They're going to have to make some sort of moves, either to make a playoff push or to bolster their roster going in to the playoffs. I'll go to Major League Baseball again. I don't follow any of the preseason shit because I just think it's ridiculous. Just let the players do what they have to do in February. And then March 1st, if you want to kick in your preseason with games, great. Scores from yesterday: the Braves beat the Pirates 3-1. Orioles beat the Rays 4-3. Blue Jays Tigers 4-4 tie. Red Sox beat the Twins 5-3. The Phillies beat the Tigers 5-3. Astros over the Marlins 4-1. Cardinals blank the Mets 6-0. The Rockies scored a late touchdown. They beat the Cubs 14-7. Reds beat the White Sox 3-2. Rangers over the Guardians 11-4. Mariners and the Royals 8-8 tie. Dodgers over the Diamondbacks 10-7. The Brewers kicked a late field goal to beat the Giants 13-12. Padres over the Angels 7-3. And the Yankees defense shut out the Nationals. Yankees win 7-0. Today's games. All finals, by the way. Orioles beat the Tigers 6-5. Red Sox beat the Rays 7-5. Mets blanked the Astros 5-0. Yankees beat the Braves 7-3. The Phillies beat the Nationals 7-3. Pirates over the Twins 6-4. Cardinals over the Stros 9-4. Marlins over the Blue Jays 8-7. Athletics over the Rangers 7-3. Reds over the Padres 11-10. Dodgers over the White Sox 7-6. Rockies over the Giants 11-3. Brewers over the Rangers 5-1. Diamondbacks over the Royals 13-10. Angels over the Cubs 5-4. And the Mariners beat the Guardians 8-7. NBA scores from yesterday, if you missed it. The Pistons beat the Thunder. Thunder on a bit of a slide here. They win 124-116. For the Thunder, the Thunder. Leading scorer was Jalen Williams with 30 points. He had 11 boards. For the Pistons, leading scorers were Jalen Dorr and Cade Cunningham with 29 apiece. Jalen Dorr added 15. Count them rebounds. Spurs beat the Raptors 110-107. Leading scorer for the Spurs, Devin Vassell with 21 points. For the Raptors, your leading scorer, Brandon Ingram and Emmanuel Quickley with 20 points apiece. Brandon Ingram added 11 rebounds. Warriors over the Grizzlies 133-112. Leading scorer for the Warriors, Will Richard with 21 points. For the Grizzlies, Gigi Jackson, 24 points. Rockets hammered the Kings 128-97. Leading scorer for the Kings was Russell Westbrook with 22 points. The Houston Rockets, your leading scorer was Reed Shepherd, 28 points. Alperen Sengun, 26 points, 13 boards, 11 assists for the Rockets. That would be your triple-double. Bucks with a win over the Cavaliers, 118-116. Leading scorer for the Cavaliers was Jared Allen with 27 points. He had 11 boards. For the Bucks, leading scorer Kevin Porter Jr., 20 points. The Nuggets hammered my Celtics 103 to 84. Leading score for the Celtics, Jaylen Brown, 23 points. He had 11 boards. For the Nuggets, of course, Jokic did his thing. He had 30 points, 12 boards. On the slate tonight, right now in the first, the Pacers over the Hornets 14-9. In the first, 76ers up on the Heat 15-12. Later on, Wizards at the Hawks. Spurs at the Nets, Rockets at the Magic, Trailblazers at the Bulls, Kings at the Mavs, Lakers at the Suns, Pelicans at the Jazz, and the Timberwolves against the Clippers. The NHL kicked back in yesterday. Scores from yesterday: the Sabres beat the Devils 2-1. Devils are sliding. Capitals over the Flyers 3-1. Lightning over the Maple Leafs 4-2. Stars over the Kraken 4-1. Avalanche over the Mammoth 4-2. Jets over the Canucks in overtime 3-2. Golden Knights over the Kings 6-4. Ducks over the Oilers 6-5. On the slate tonight, in the first, Blue Jackets have the early lead on the Bruins 1-0. In the first, Islanders Canadiens scoreless. Red Wings Senators in the first scoreless. Panthers up on the Maple Leafs early in the first. Quick 2 goals, 2-0. In the first, Devils Penguins 0-0. In the first, the Hurricanes over the Lightning 2-0 early. Later on, the Flyers at the Rangers, Kraken at the Blues, the Blackhawks at the Preds, Wild at the Avalanche, Flames at the Sharks, Oilers at the Kings. So a good slate. Excuse me. NCAA men's basketball. Top 25 action yesterday. Number 6 UConn just hammered number 15 St. John's 72-40. Number 7 Florida over Texas 84-71. Number 9 Gonzaga beat Portland 89-48. Number 12 Nebraska beat Maryland at 74-61. Number 17 Alabama over Mississippi State 100-75. Number 20 Arkansas over Texas A&M 99-84. And number 25 Vandy over Georgia 88-80. Tonight, only one game in action. Number 13 Michigan State will be at number 8 Purdue. There you have it. For the women's, top 25 on the women's side yesterday in overtime. A good one. Number 8 Michigan beat number 13 Ohio State 88-86. Number 11 TCU over Cincinnati 83-70. Number 14 Maryland over Northwestern 79-57. Number 17 West Virginia beat UCF 74-62. Kansas trying to make a late push. They beat number 20 Texas Tech 68-59. Huge slate. Top 25 women's college basketball today. In the third, number 6 LSU beating Tennessee 57-52. Number 10 Louisville in the third beating Georgia Tech 46-29. In the third, right now, number 19 Ole Miss trails Florida 48-43. In the second, number 1 UConn 24-20 over Georgetown. In the second, number 7 Oklahoma over Arkansas 23-12. End of the first, number 16 Kentucky up on Auburn 19-11. End of the first, number 21 North Carolina up on Virginia 15-8. Later on, number 24 Alabama is at number 8 Vanderbilt. Number 3, South Carolina will be hosting Mizzou. Number 12, Duke hosts Florida State. Number 9, Iowa hosts Illinois. And number 4, Texas will be hosting number 23, Georgia. A golf. PGA Tour this weekend. The Cognizant Classic in the Palm Beaches down there in Palm Beach Garden, Florida. After the first round, Austin Smotherman, a 9 under 62, he leads after the first round. LPGA kicks back in this weekend. The HSB Women's World Championship over there in Singapore. Austin Kim, 6 under 66, is your leader. PGA Tour Champions and Live both kicking in next week. DP World Tour, the Investec SA Open Championship there in Stellenbosch, South Africa. 4 players shot 5 under 65s. Alejandro Del Rey, Dean Burmester, Joe Dean, and Oliver Lindell, each at 5 under par. Corn Ferry Tour down there in Buenos Aires, Argentina. The 119 Visa Argentina Open presented by Marco. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players shot 63 7 unders. Carl Juan, Mason Anderson, Matthew Anderson, Hunter Eichhorn, Carson Baca, and Alistair Doherty, each 7 under par. English Premier League this weekend. Go there. Tomorrow will kick off. Wolverhampton will host Villa. Wolverhampton has 1 win. They are headed for the Championship League. Then on Saturday, a full slate. AFC Bournemouth will host Sunderland. Burnley will host Brentford. Liverpool will host West Ham. Newcastle will host Everton. Leeds will host Man City. Let me jump back to Friday. Again, Wolverhampton hosting Villa. I think this will be an easy win for Villa. I'm going to go 3-1 Villa. Then on Saturday, you got Bournemouth hosting Sunderland. I'm going to go 1-1 draw. Burnley hosting Brentford. Tricky place. I got Brentford 2-1. Liverpool hosts West Ham. I'm going to go 2-1 Liverpool. Newcastle hosting Everton. I'm going to go 1-1 draw. Leeds hosting Man City. Man City should win this 2-1. Then on Sunday, Brighton hosts Nottingham Forest. I've got this as a 1-1 draw. Fulham hosts Tottenham. I've got a 2-2 draw. Man United will host Crystal Palace. I've got that 1-1. Arsenal hosting Chelsea in another derby. I've got Arsenal winning 2-1. And there you have it. Bet at your own leisure. NASCAR this weekend. The Circuit of Americas. That's where the race is this weekend, by the way. Do I want to pick winners? I really don't like I really don't like picking the races until I see who qualifies where. Oh boy, let's see. It's a road course, so the road course specialists, you know, until somebody beats Shane Van Gisbergen, I'm gonna have to say he's gonna win. I'm gonna go SVG or SVB. I think he wins the race. I think Elliott will finish second. Well, I mean, I think AJ Allmendinger will finish third. I'm going to go Christopher Bell fourth and Tyler Reddick fifth. So those are my picks. Like I said, bet at your own leisure. And I think that's going to do it. Coming up, 8 o'clock tonight, Fuji's Philly Flair with Miss Patty Jackson, WDAS 102.1. I'm sure he'll have her on talking about her career, how everything is, maybe how her health is. I know she had some health issues there a little while back. So check him out here on the Cole County Entertainment Network at 8 o'clock. As I end each show, much like Chris Bosch was saying how to live his day to day life, uh, say it now. You're thinking about getting in contact with somebody, do it now because you just never know but when the darkness will come. Not to get morbid, but as I end each show, practice compassion, practice empathy, a passion for what you do. Hug somebody every once in a while. You might make their day. Tell somebody you love them. You might not get a second opportunity. And for the love of God, if you see somebody struggling, in no matter what fashion it is, ask questions, inquire. You might not just be saving a life, you might be saving a multitude of lives with all the friggin' craziness going on in the world. Enjoy the weekend, everybody. I know I'm going to. Got NASCAR on Sunday. Start catching up on NHL again, NBA. Enjoy the weather wherever you might be. I know the weather's going to be fluctuating here the next couple of days. Up here in the Northeast, today it was like 46. Tomorrow it's supposed to. Let's check the weather report, shall we, before I leave? Here in the Northeast, I'm just going to give you a little tidbit of the weather temperature fluctuation in the next week and a half. This is the kind of shit that I have to deal with allergies and stuff like that. Tomorrow, 48. Saturday, 55, ladies and gentlemen. Here in the Northeast, there's too much snow on the ground to go practice golf yet. Then Sunday, 41. Monday, 28 degrees. Slight chance of snow. So there you have it. Tuesday, 36 degrees. Possible rain. Wednesday, 45 degrees rain. Thursday, 49 degrees rain. Next Friday, 58 degrees rain. And then we get into a stretch. This is what I've been waiting for, and I hope the snow's off the ground. Saturday the 7th, 62 degrees. Hardly any chance of weather. Sunday, the 8th, 62. Monday, the 9th, and Tuesday, the 10th, 68 and 67 degrees. Spring is upon us. It's probably just a wetting of the beak, but I cannot wait to get out there and practice my bad golf habits. So, with all that being said, have a great night, everybody. Have a fantastic weekend. There's only one thing left to do. That's for Dandy Don Meredith to take me out. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Turn out the lights, the party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night, the party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.